Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the second video of Tuesday. Cold Rich? Yeah, freezing at the moment. Put the heating on? No, that costs money. And of course, one needs to be careful with one's money. But, of course, it means that by the end of the week, I'm probably going to be wearing like a ton of different layers. Like several more than normal. 5, 10, maybe even 15 layers. A bit like Joey from Friends. That time that he wore many layers. References to the past. Okay, so Glory Store update. I'm still waiting for Kabam to kind of like put a thread out about this. So we're going to be going off some information and stuff. Like, for example, if you go to the discussion section, there's nothing there. I mean, there's the update that we talked about this morning, which or from yesterday, that collect and save your extra glory. You got a ton of glory. Go and keep it. You can keep it. Fantastic. So yeah, if you're feeling a bit kind of guilty about collecting the glory from your awards, go and do it. There's more than that. Like, there's more than I even expected there was going to be. So where I thought there was going to be a kind of like a small amount, 9,600 glory, is actually the more milestones you get, the more you unlock, the more you're able to grab. So there's the equivalent to 26,000. I think it was like someone said 26,000 glory. So yeah, just to kind of clarify that particular point. Also, make sure to kind of balance your purchases. So a great tip, I think this was from many people in the community, but I've definitely seen people kind of like comment on this one, is that in your... it's not in the store, is it? Is it in the store? I always get confused with this. I think if I click on here... Yeah, there we go. If you go Resource Summary and click Add More, do bear in mind what you can do is all this extra glory, you can do this. So you can purchase a chunk of tickets. And I'd recommend that. It's just kind of like, I know I talked about Deathless Champions and the kind of stuff there, but also think about Alliance Raid tickets. So kind of like, look to kind of grab this right here like that. So by doing that, it's, just do that. Actually, I think Seaton was the one who kind of like, who mentioned this. So shout out to Seaton. So yeah, go and do this. Go and grab some extra tickets. But I think lots of people say it. People in this community, be smart. So look, go and indeed do that and grab some extra tickets with that extra amount, and then go back to your inventory. As you've got 6 days still left on this stuff, you don't have to collect it all now. You don't have to claim it all now. Sorry, I should say that. You don't have to claim it now, and because you don't have to claim it now, you can of course kind of make some key decisions on where to go with that. But in any case, right, we've diverted a bit from the subject of the video, and that is all about the Glory Store. As I said, Kabam haven't given full information about what's different. Of course, things are different. That's the one key thing. But, yeah, there's also some changes afoot. So one of the big things is being Valiant, right? Being a Valiant player means you get straight up access to, which I don't have. No, I don't have, because I'm Paragon. The Tier 6 class Catalyst Selector, which you can see from this player right here, has that. No, it's just Tier 5. I've definitely seen an image of... There it is. The Tier 6 right there on screen. So someone has access to 3 purchases of a 5% of a Tier 6 class Catalyst Fragment Selector. That's pretty handy. It's not a super amount, but at least it's handy enough. Some things still remain the same. Some things are weird, right? So here's the weird thing about it. So this is, I'm pretty certain this is Valiant right here, because you look at 2,800 Tier 1 Celestial Fragments, which are 560 in glory cost. But for mine as Paragon, there's 160. Now, I'm just trying to remember like where Kabam gave the information, how they justified this in some sort of fashion, because they did give a justification. This is why it's always important that we get a forum thread or something just to kind of like clarify the matter a bit more, because sometimes it doesn't make sense, and there's questions as to like, okay, well, I don't get why they've done the change. So I know Kabam Crash said, we decided to implement a flaw, or the lower catalyst would trend to 0, but that's to do with something else. I guess that's the thing, isn't it? There's some mysteries to it that meet the eye. And this is why I think it's always important to do like those. We'll probably have to do a cover up, a follow up on this in the MCN tomorrow. But I thought that it was kind of important to at least look at some key elements from what other players have in theirs, and theirs have been updated too, as to kind of like have a look at pricing, because yeah, stuff be weird. Now I have purchased as well. I can't remember what these 5% tier 6 class catalyst fragment crystals were, especially if they were like the following 430, because obviously Sir James Bond even is seems to be Valiant by the reckoning of this, but it all very much looks the same with things. The tier 6 class ISO is reduced by 50, which you can see there. And as well, the tier 1 class alloy, because obviously I'm benchmarking against this, does see a reduction per purchase, where tier 1 class alloy for Sir James is 60, whereas mine in game, which you can see, is 90. So there's a difference there. And of course, just to kind of highlight that point about the ISO being 300 there, and then for the Valiant player there, it's a 50 glory saving. Of course, there's going to be other things as well, but I think with the lower end, it's not really. See, it was really weird with it. I mean, a lot of people are pointing out the tier 1 celestial alloy. I don't know if it's like, I don't get it. There's some weird stuff there. So that's the other thing as well. Like, I don't know what's going on with it. Is there Battlegrounds based comparisons that could be done? Look, there's quite a bit that would need to be kind of like investigated further. I think there has been some improvements, especially with the volume. I think we all seen of like tier 6 basic, the tier 6 basic catalyst fragments, which are there 17,100 and 13,500 respectively. Don't seem to be any different to the ones that are. Where is it? Oh, no, it is. Is it cheaper? I think it is cheaper. It is cheaper. I stand corrected as I was kind of like reading through this. So yeah, where it's for a Paragon player, those are 900 a piece. Of course, depending on what you are, lower than that, it could be different, and we don't really know anything with the lower. For Valiant players, it is a massive saving, because you've got tier 6 basic going for 340 and 340 for the tier 3 alpha fragment. So there's a definite saving. It's the biggest, like, I want to say inspiration, but I'm potentially, because I'm at the moment in my Necropolis run, which you can see right here. I'm on my way up to my favorite fight, which is the Grandmaster fight. And by the way, I'm not being sarcastic. Like, I really do enjoy that fight, the Grandmaster fight versus some of these paths. These paths just bore the tits out of me. But in case, I'm on the final bit was against the last two champions after this annoyance here, where I'm absolutely happy. And then after this, I've got 3 more runs to do, which I plan to get back into Necropolis. I think within the next 24 to 48 hours, and get it done by Monday. Then have a probably day or 2 break and just do some questing, see if I can grab some more revives somewhere, go back in again. So, and then the final run is scheduled. So yeah, to kind of give you an idea for those that care. Like I'm trying to get everything wrapped up by the 31st of January, mainly because I want to get that Valiant kind of like point in my MCOC career quickly, and mainly focus on stuff that I want to achieve. But in any case, it's good to see that there's kind of improvements for the Glory Store. Of course, we can see that with the comparisons of things like the Tier 2 Alpha, which is, it seems to be like it's similar, if not the same, but it's not, because you look at it from a point of view of going, okay, well, what, Tier 2 Alpha, you get 2 for, oh no, it's a slight, just again, Valiant, between Valiant and in-game, slight reduction. So, that's something. And I guess that's the thing, isn't it? I think the word of the day is slight reductions on things, but it's things that matter. Like tier 3 basic alloy fragments, 160 for 700. Versus what is 1,400, so twice as much for 2,200. So you get some saving there. And tier 5 basic, what's going on with that? Well, that's 60 16 game versus what is Valiant players getting it for 40. So Valiant are getting, so I think that's the big takeaway here. Valiant are getting some reductions that are going to be helpful. So yeah, what's everyone's thoughts on that? Are you seeing improvements? And the thing is, you are getting improvements from uncollected upwards. I just think the best thing that you're going to see is the Valiant players are going to see the best deals, which of course is the chase titleage right at the moment, and of course inspires players to kind of like go and grab as much as possible. But what are your thoughts on this, and are you happy? What do you think? Put in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we probably will have a look at the official post when Kaban put it up, and then we'll probably cover it in the MCN tomorrow, which we're going to be talking a lot about AQ raids. But yep, thanks for watching this video. Check out some other content located on the screen. Bye bye for now.